Hi, my name is Pushapak and I'm the CTO at Dreamcast. The event industry has changed drastically from 2020 till now. With the use of technology, the event industry has changed how physical events can be perceived. Boundaries have been shattered. The organizers, exhibitors, and the attendees can now connect with like-minded people not only at regional level but globally also with just a single click. Virtual event has made everything limitless. Let's have a look at the emerging virtual trends in 2021. See, immersive environment is basically a physical space brought back to life with 3D environments portrayed. Maybe it can be a hotel lobby, it can be a park, it can be an auditorium, anything that makes the human think that they are actually into a physical space but over the screen. With beautiful renders, with people from different geographical limits, avatars of people, whether it's from US or UK or Dubai, where you can see how people are interacting with each other over a platform, makes the system more immersive. The data needs to be secured from the ground level, which is where the registration starts. The registration data needs to be secured through encryptions and not plain text. When it comes to login, two-factor authentication and SMS-based OTP mechanism is like a must. Also, the events which are internal to your organization can be secured by restricting the data through IP. Global audience cannot reach an event if the IP restrictions are in place. And lastly, when the event is complete, for the event organizers, it's a must to know how the platform is going to use their data after the event. That's a must know for any event organizer. That's where data shredding comes to place. The data that you have saved over the database needs to be completely shredded in the best secure possible manner. And a proof needs to be shared to the event organizer that you are not having any sort of data shared with you. See, in physical events, there was a problem with the large audience size and how to cater them in a physical limited space. 10,000, 20,000 people were okay. But then when there are large volume of people coming, it became a trouble. With virtual events, that boundary got eliminated. You can have a mere 100 people to a lakh people at the same time over the platform. But to have that, you need to have a very robust platform as well as a very robust server architecture. Server architecture can include auto scaling of servers, load balancing, where your server can upgrade and downgrade as per the requirement of the audience and the audience size. That's an interesting trend that we are seeing in 2021. Networking earlier used to happen over a basic text chat. You can just do boring text chats, no emoticons or nothing. With evolvement, now you can do audio calls, video calls, Zoom calls within the environment. You can have Google embeds, you can have Google Meet links directly embedded into the platform. You have now various ways to interact with the exhibitors, with the organizers, and even the attendees. You can have networking tables where people can do a group discussion with each other over proper video calls, as well as chat integrated within the same video call. The ease of the platform needs to be for both the attendees as well as the event organizers. When we talk about the attendees, people now want to know what is the agenda of the entire event. This is where a microsite comes into picture. With the microsite, you can have event information, the agenda of the entire event, and the speakers who are speaking over the platform. For the event organizers, the ease of registration is a must. There are different formats of registration which a platform can have. It can have basic details registration, or it can have very elongated forms where you want to capture a lot of data for data analytics. Platforms nowadays are not just limited to desktops or larger screens, but they are also need to be available on mobile phones, which takes us to mobile responsiveness of the platform. It needs to be easily accessible over iPads or tablets or mobile phones. All the data that is stored on virtual event by the exhibitors, organizers, that needs to be collated over a set pattern, and that needs to be easily accessible to all the attendees during the event. That's where a briefcase can come into picture, where they can collect all the data in a single section and then download all the data once the event is over. See, there can be multiple engagement options to engage the audience over the virtual platform. To start with, you can have games, 100 plus games to interact with the audience, to have a competition between the audience. Second could be a signature wall where the user can write their feedbacks, their appreciation for the event, likes and dislikes. Another one could be emoticons during the session. So the user can tell you whether they liked a specific session or not. To club all of this, there could be a leaderboard where people can compete with each other whatever points they've accumulated over different activities over the virtual platform. There can be two different kinds of platform to choose from. One could be a DIY, where you do everything. You create your own event, you set up your own event, but you work within a framework. So you have a framework-based defined set of system, which is called a DIY. It has less flexibility, but it's more economical. So it's budget friendly, it's pocket friendly. The other could be a completely customized event, where you can define what type of renders do you want, what type of 3D environment do you need, what interaction points you want. You can define your own touch points. You can figure out what all functionalities do you want in an entire virtual event. These are the two major platforms that a user can choose from.